In 1992, Nintendo released the game Super Mario Land 2: Six Golden Coins, which was an instant hit. Upon release, it sold 10 million copies, becoming one of the most successful and high-rated titles on the Game Boy. The game was the first game Nintendo released that contained the soon-to-be famous Wario in it, which means no young child is a stranger to this fabled Wario. Or are they? The name Wario is an obvious spin-off of the protagonist Mario's name. The name is actually a pun off the Japanese word wari, which means bad. See how this word is officially pronounced.
Warui.
This, and the fact that you pronounce Mario the same way, but with the W, should lead you to believe that the pronunciation is Wario. However, some are convinced that it's pronounced Worio. I've been aware of this phenomenon since I was in first grade when discussing Mario 64 DS with my friend Elijah. Ever since I was a child, I pronounced it Wario, but my friend thought differently. This is when I went on to set fire to the elementary school, and that is will and what will happen if you pronounce it Wario. It's blatantly obvious that it's pronounced Wario. But we got the blights on society, the TARDIS to the Hades. Some people pronounce it Wario, and I mean, come on, really? Wario? What if you went around and called it Mario Galaxy? I'm sure you'd be kicked out of the GameStop right now. They would ban you from the store if you asked for a copy of Mario Tennis. But there has to be some sort of proof, some test that we can run to see what the social norm is. Well, some people claim it's pronounced Wario because the word war is in it, but that's not how English works. English can be very confusing, but it can't be that hard to clearly see that this isn't just the case. Many words have other words beside it that aren't pronounced the same. Take for example the words one. However, the word war is in many words that are pronounced differently that we can claim in the right pronunciation of the war and Wario. Take for example heartwarming, kitchenware, and cow word. However, I couldn't find the consonant war in any dictionary word. There might be in some other language, but I couldn't really find one in English. I've also gone ahead and conducted an experiment with between my 7 friends. I asked them if it was pronounced Wario or Worio. A whopping 7 out of 7 answered Wario. But I wasn't done yet. I then asked my high school English teacher about how it should be pronounced, seeing as he might better know about vowel placement or whatever. He said it should be pronounced Wario because of the I in the name making an E sound or something like that. Perhaps someday we can conduct an experiment on a greater scale, but I used what was at my disposal. The debate on words has also leaked from civil discussions on the internet, or has become fallen short of civil. A very popular YouTube commentator, Critical, also known as Penguin Zero, has even adapted the way of saying Wario.
For example, the Worio skit. The Worio skit is something you would have seen on 2008 YouTube.
But maybe it isn't as complicated as it's all made out to be. Maybe life doesn't have to be as complicated as it may seem. For the true answer on how to pronounce this name correctly, we need to go straight to the source. This means we're going to see how the character himself pronounces his name. Upon many clips, reviews, and subtitle readings, I think I pinpointed the first official instance in which he says his name. In Mario Kart 64, released in 1996, Wario is one of the playable characters in the game. Him, and along with the other playable characters in the game, have voices associated with them. When coming in first place after selecting them, he says the following.
I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win.
However, we're not at the end of the book just yet. First, we need to discuss why people pronounce his name as Wario, and how to epically own people who pronounce it as so. First, we have to understand that the people who say it as Wario believe that it's the way it's said because of the war in it. Now, the way you dispute this claim is to calmly open up YouTube, go to the YouTube channel Ghost Toaster, and show them the video you see before you. I assure that you will be very cool and hip when you turn into the next Elon Musk once you do so. Now I must get back to creating solar-powered superchargers with my newly acquired 155 IQ from this newfound knowledge. But remember, Ghost Toaster! Ghost Toaster! Ghost Toaster.